Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Holy crap, everybody. Oh my god, just crazy. Toy news. Toy news just does not stop. I mean, things have been going crazy. Last week there was just so much to talk about, and it just things have been reverberating around the Master Universe community for such a long time now. It's literally just continuously going, and people are still talking about it. A lot of things to talk about, and we might touch up on some of those today. But today, today was just you guys know how I feel about Mondo. I love Mondo. I do. I love Mondo. I love those guys there. You know, Bob, Peter, all those guys. I love everybody there. But at the same time, I've always been a little bit spoken about their press releases and how they do things. Um, and this weekend was no no exception. I mean, like we got a tease or maybe an early release or something. I don't know exactly what it was. And then Scareglow just ended, and that's a lot. I mean, that is a lot. I mean, Scareglow for Master Universe fans, and of course Scare-Mare, the first new character, arguably the first new character in canon. You know, working with Mattel and getting that thing out there, incredible. And it just ended. And then today we got news about the freaking Thundercats, man. Lion-O went up for pre-order tomorrow. So, sorry, the announcement that Lion-O will be going up for pre-order has been made, and I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the price point. I want to talk about everything that comes with Deluxe Edition. You know, I want to talk about Demon Snarf. I want to talk about all these things, right? And who better to talk about this than Thundercats Classics, my good friend Jorge, and of course my good friend Badass Reviews, Carlos. Guys, help me welcome both of these guys to the stage. Jorge, what's going on? Carlos,
what's up, man?
Guys?
What's up, man?
How's everybody? Of course, Thundercats Classics goes on Toy Addicts on YouTube. Guys, definitely give both of these fine gentlemen, these legends here, give them a like and a follow because they deserve every bit. Carlos is doing deep dives, and he and I are going to go live later to talk about a barbarian line that everybody has to check out. But we're figuring out the details on that. But it's going to be exciting. But for today, we're going to be talking about Thundercats. Oh, that's right, everybody. This is going to be the moment because oh my god, I was there. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story here, guys. I was at San Diego Comic-Con and I had to sneak in to go see it. It was at the closing moments of the show. This young lady wouldn't let me in. She's like, "No, we're closed." I'm like, "Oh!" I literally had to say, "Hey, is that Bob? Can I just say hi?" And Bob said, "Ah, let him in." And I was so lucky. Bob was really nice, right? So it was by very, very, very good luck that I was able to get in. But let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about what's going on. First of all, before we get into that, how are you guys tonight? How's everything? Jorge, how are you doing? Carlos, Carlos, how are things been with you? You've been doing a ton of reviews. Obviously, we're going to get together eventually and talk a little bit about a brand new Kickstarter. But how have things been with your channel, and what do you have coming up right now?
Man, everything good. I mean, I've been doing tons of reviews. Like actually, it's been super busy after Comic Con. I got like a ton of like action figures. I still have a bunch of stuff to review. I was just showing you this. I need to review this.
Woo-hoo!
I need to review a bunch of stuff. I'm doing like I did like Joy Toy Horus Lupercal, which was an amazing figure. But yeah, I mean, it's been crazy, and I have a pile of stuff here, and it's non-stop, like you said. It's like, I mean, thankfully, it's really cool. It's really awesome. Man, toy hunting also, just like yesterday was the 11th, right? So on the 11th, they just released finally Marvel Legends Let Go the Carnage retro card for Target exclusive, which was like a month ago, was like on the stores, but it was like street dated. So finally they released the figure yesterday. I went toy hunt with a friend. we were able to get one, but it's been crazy, man. Crazy, but good crazy.
In freaking incredible. And of course, Jorge, my friend, Toy Addicts, Thundercats Classics. What has been going on, my friend? I mean, you've been busy, you know, between the Thundercats, Motu, between so many different things happening. I mean, guys, if you haven't checked out the character designs that Jorge has been coming up with, you know, like theorizing what Mumra's gonna look like, what He-Man is gonna look like. Sorry, Skeletor is gonna look like. You guys got to check it out. Jorge, how have things been going with you, my friend?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. You know, just here. Summer's been pretty crazy. As you know, I work my 9 to 5 at school, and didn't have any summer camp for the kids this year, so it's been really busy. But yeah, every time I have some spare time, I've been getting my creative juices going, and you know, ever since that Mattel announcement of the Thundercats crossover with Motu, you know, I've just been coming up with different concoctions, and you know, I did my take on Lion-O He-Man in origin style. I did a Masterverse style, and then I just finished my origin style Mumator yesterday. The folks at Toy Habits were really hyped about my designs, and they featured my work on their live stream yesterday. That was really cool. And yeah, next I'm going to take on a Masterverse style of Mumator, you know. But 1/3 rendition that I'm planning on doing, because I'm hearing that from a lot of people, especially we had our stream with Brick Something last week, was that it's more likely they'll do something like standard Lion-O and standard He-Man, but with removable, you know, cross-world gear. I think that would be great. It would be a lot better. It would make more sense because the mashup with like Turtles of Grayskull and stuff like that, it works because of the ooze and the mutation factor. But I just kind of want to, you know, visit all the iterations to kind of see, you know, take a glance into the possible future of what we may see from Mattel come 2025.
Yeah, things are going fast and furious right now with everything Master Universe, everything Thundercats. Like it's an incredible time to be a Master Universe Thundercats fan. It's crazy. So let's get into this. But before we get started, let's say hi to everybody who's in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's always a great time to be with you guys. With all faults, hola, my friend. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you, man. Frankie Rivera, Thundercats ho! Yes, Frankie, Thundercats ho, brother. Jason Rogoz, what's going on, Jason? You're changing your name again? Good to see you, brother. Plastic Soul Collector, Thundercats. Oh, we got Thundercats fans here, guys. Who would have thought? Kevin Florence is in the chat. What's going on, my friend Jason? All hail Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats. That's right, brother. That is right. Aaron Hardy, I'm on the fence about this. All right, Aaron. Well, we're going to try and change your mind. Let's see what happens. Paul Morales. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Paul. Carlos Uribe. Going on? What's going on, Carlos?
My brother Carlos.
That's going on.
Carlos, what's up, man?
How you doing?
He's going with us to Legion's Con.
Sweet. You guys that's going to be so much fun. Man, Frankie Rivera, Latino in the house. That's right. Absolutely. Plastic Soul Collector. What's up, guys? I'm hyped for this. Yes, a lot of people are so excited. Rhea Black is in the house. What's going on? Always good to see Rhea. Cute Cult. Hi, Jay. Do you do a side by side of Mondo Snarf with Don Cheadle? Cannot unsee. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. Nicholas Hill. I cannot wait to get this. Yes, we are all excited. Frank Rivera. That King Lion-O wants me to get 2. Yes, you need to have King Lion-O beside regular Lion-O. That is ridiculous. Jabbar Robbins. Hey, Jay in chat. Watching Monday Night Raw right now. Check with you later. Take it easy, Jabbar. Aaron Hardy. That's what I'm here for. Good to see you, bro. Carlos again. Not much, bro. We're talking Thundercats. G Zambrano. Hola a todos. Good to see you too, bro. And Guevara Legos. What's up, boys? Not much.
Bro. Oh, that's my brother Jacob.
There you go.
Boom. Great photographer, dude. He's into the Mescoverse on Instagram.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Good to
see
you.
Great photographer.
Bro. Awesome. A lot of people joining the stream. It's great. Junior, what's going on, brother? Does Refan? Should I get Lion-O? What do you guys think? Should he get Lion-O? I think everyone here is gonna say yes. Get Lion-O.
Better
Philly
now.
Jones. What's up, fellas? Rock on to you too, Philly. Always good to see Philly Jones. Yes, sir. Yeah, of course. We know the brothers. They're all here. Derek Dalzell. Thundercats. Oh, yeah, brother. We're excited. We are excited. Zed Spidey Zed. Yes, everybody is going crazy. All right. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to this. This is crazy. This is crazy. So today, actually, let's start with what happened on the weekend. So we got actually it was you, Jorge. You're the one who wised everybody to the fact that there was a, I don't know if it was a leak or if it was just dropped early. The actual preview page found its way into your inbox somehow. I don't know how that worked, but how did that
I think
happen?
it was intentional. No, basically, I was on Mondo. I was just glancing. I was looking at the D23 exclusives, and then I don't know why I always default to going to collectibles and 1/6 scale collectibles, and it kind of just showcases all the lines. And as I was scrolling down, I came across the Lion-O photo, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" So I hit up my boy Peter, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, is this a mistake? Can I post it? Can I share?" He's like, "Well, it's on the Mondo site. If somebody screwed up, it wasn't you." So then I shared it to you, and then it trickled down. But yeah, it was just there on the Mondo page.
I was smart. I waited for Jorge to post it, and then I waited for Carlos to post it. I'm like, all right, I think I can post it. I think I can post it now.
I wait for Jorge. I was talking to Jorge, and I was like, dude, ask Peter first. I don't want to. And he's like, yeah, he told me that whatever. I was like, well, if you're good to go, let me go too. So because I didn't want to screw it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys at Mondo, and of course we banter back and forth. It's just a lot of fun with those guys. But I always want to be a little bit careful because you just never know. Hector or Tommy or all those guys, right? Bob or Peter, right? You don't want to get them in trouble too, right? So obviously, we all waited, and Jorge made the reach, and it said, okay, it's on the site. Do whatever you want. So we're like, okay, we're doing it. When somebody says do whatever you want, we're doing it, man. There's no holding back. And then of course Toy Habits picked up on it. Everybody picked up on it, so it was great. I'm gonna say that Jorge had the scoop, and it just kind of like fed from there. Everybody was going crazy on that. So guys, don't forget, if you want the latest news on Thundercats, you gotta subscribe to Thundercats Classics on Instagram, and of course Toy Addicts. Definitely give them a like and a follow, and of course follow the Badass Reviews. Such great content going on. And then today, I woke up this morning, and I was like, I was running out the door because I actually had to go to Titan Toys to actually check up on a few things. And as I was driving, of course, I get an alert. It was I think it was Master Versa Toy Hunter or somebody who first picked up on it, and then of course Jorge picked up on. Everybody picked up on it, right? And it was the announcement that Mondo had dropped on their blog a brand new post, and man, this was crazy. Thundercats Lion-O 1/6 scale figure and poster on sale info. What did you think when you saw this today? Or I mean, like for me, I know what I was saying. I was like, didn't we just finish? Didn't we just finish Scare-Mare? I was thinking that in my head. But what were your thoughts, guys? What went through your head when you saw this being live so soon?
Jorge.
I think being it's something that's so freaking cool to know about something and see all the stages of production. I mean, I think it was a few months back where we were first introduced to the concept art and a 3D render. And then I was like going crazy. I went to Monster Palooza because I believed that Lion-O, the prototype, was going to be there. Turns out there was a delay. The prototype didn't make it on time. So they didn't have Lion-O there on display. I was bummed out about that. But then, it made it to Comic-Con. And, thanks to Bob Fulkerson, let Jay into the booth. And Jay's video is priceless because, Jay, you were literally like vicariously me in a J costume, the way I would have reacted, dude. Like you were just goo goo gagaing all over that thing and just looking at all the details. And going around the sides and stuff. And I was kind of surprised. There wasn't a lot of love for that particular piece, at least from other streamers and toy tubers and stuff. A lot of people were focusing more on the Batman stuff, on the other stuff. And I was like, really? Like they're not like going crazy about this lineup. So I shared your video reaction, and it was amazing. But there's nothing like seeing the magic that Raul Barrero does with his camera, man. And actually, um, I think it's cool to say it now. Raul actually hit me up about a week ago. We did a video call, and he hit me up for some Thundercats knowledge. I guess he's not that much privy to the Thundercat lore, so he was asking me about accessories and for photography purposes, like what should he put on the display with other things and whatnot. So that was really cool and humbling to be reached out by him for some advice and stuff on his photo shoot. That was really awesome. And yeah, now it is. Here's the pre-orders live. We get to see the magic behind the photography. One thing is to see Lion-O, with the weird dim lights and the glass. And then another thing is when you see this beautiful photography that Raul does in his studio and the effects that he does, it just creates this world, even though there's just one figure, you just have this vision of like, here's Lion-O, and it looks like something from a feature film or something. It's crazy how beautiful these photographs look. And I'm pretty sure there's more photos that he took that'll probably be on the official pre-order, because I can't wait to see like the video turnaround and all that stuff that he does when the pre-orders go live. But yeah, that's pretty much the road to the Lion-O pre-order has been an amazing experience, and being such a huge Thundercats fan, seeing this IP being realized with the same magic and love, and greatness that they've treated the Motu line. It's just an amazing time to be a Thundercats fan.
Absolutely. And Carlos, what were your thoughts when you first saw this? Because it blew my mind, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it before we move on.
Well, I mean, as Jorge said, like one thing is like you watching, like thanks to you that we watched the live the video you record in SDCC. But one thing is looking at the figure on that shelf, and another different stuff is when Raul Barrero does his magic on the pictures. And one of the things that caught my attention was like the shininess on the armor, and I really like that. Let me tell you, like I was thinking when you see the pictures, like live pictures, you see like, oh, it's like kind of like a different vibe, but Raul can like kept like all these like details on the actual action figure, and I really love how shiny the armor looks like a real armor, and the different textures of like colors and sculpting, like the straps here on the side that they look like it's like leather. At the beginning I was like the boots, just like look how dirty they look on the bottom, and those are real like small things that makes the figure kind of like pop a lot. The leather type of material on the belt, I mean everything about it, like all what Raul did on those pictures were amazing. And believe it or not, the actual look that I liked the most, that I was like wow, was the King Lion. Like that was crazy. I really love that picture. That one right there is beautiful. It's so majestic. It looks incredible.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
They beat Super 7 to it. You know what I mean? They beat Super 7 to the punch. I was shocked. I was literally shocked. And I got to tell you guys, this is one of those instances where I am very very happy. Of course, I'm always really happy to be a fan of this franchise. I mean, like as you guys know, my number one is Motu, but my number two is pretty much going to be Thundercats. So I'm super excited about this, guys. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
this thing. Can you zoom into the shoulder strap for the cape?
Yeah, like let's just get it. Let's just get into it. Look at this. Look at the heraldry that is right
Beautiful.
there. It's just wow.
It looks like
Wow.
it has the Thundercats emblem sculpted.
Yeah,
in.
Yep,
that's the Thundercats emblem.
that's
That's
definitely the
awesome.
Thundercats emblem. I love it because if you remember the cartoon, the cape was just kind of tacked on. There was nothing really uh royal about it. I like the
Right.
fact again Hector Arce and of course Tack Peter and Tommy Hodges, the whole team who helped to sculpt this. And we're gonna get all their names correct. Let's just go and make sure we have everybody who was
Yeah, you
involved.
have the list of
Yeah,
the
I don't
artists
want to I
down
don't
the
want to leave
bottom.
anybody out. So, guys, let's take a moment and just really admire everybody who's in this list because really they've gone above and beyond for this. Emiliano Santulicia, of course, concept and design. Florian Bertmer, packaging and art. Hector Arce, art direction. May somebody pronounce that for me.
Tankurani.
Tamarana.
Tamatarana.
Tamatarana, there. May Tamatarana, who did the sculpting along with Tommy Hodges, and Mark Bristow for the paint. Esther Sancaduas,
No,
Sandu,
Scanduras.
Sanduras. There you go.
Yeah.
I apologize, everybody. I'm terrible at names.
No, don't worry.
Jordan Christensen and of course Raul Barrero for photography. Guys, everybody here deserves a huge round of applause and huge thanks for bringing this character to life. I mean, they're all instrumental in making something like this happen for us. My God, just crazy. We're gonna get back to Lord Lion-O in a second, but um, thoughts and let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and talk about it. He's fuzzy, man.
Oh yeah.
He's fuzzy. But in a good way, I think. I think he looks really good.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you guys first saw the actual sculpt on the fur? Because digital renderings are one thing, concept designs are one thing, but in real life when you're there and when you see them in photos and everything like that, it's a different take. What was your thoughts on the more realistic animal fuzz on these cats?
Man, I believe like my take on this is like it looks amazing. Like to me, Mondo is more about a realistic approach of the characters, right? And if you have a lion type of guy, you need to have that fur. And and to me, they kind of like what they did with the sculpting all over that figure. I wonder how he looks underneath the armor because like to me that's one of the most like amazing stuff about this action figure, not just the detail they put on the vest but the detail they put on the actual figure itself, like the skin and everything. It's incredible, the paint apps, everything. And Mondo, I mean, Mondo is really really good at that. Just look at Scareglow, the last Scareglow they did. It was insane, like the detail on the actual body of the figure. And this is not shy at all. I mean, to me, it looks fantastic. I mean, some other people may differ with me. Maybe they like more like cartoon style, but that's not Mondo. Mondo is more about realistic approach of the characters that we know from cartoons or from comics and stuff.
Jorge.
I think it's awesome. I think like Carlos is saying, what Hector and the team, I guess, um, wanted to accomplish was to present Thundercats in a light, like if there was a feature film, what these characters would look like nowadays in a feature film. Now, having said that, um, I know that some people are more purists and they want a more cartoon accurate look, but that doesn't mean that that can't happen. You know, it's just a matter of a little ZBrush magic and some new paints, and we can actually have an animation based Lion-O. Also, the fur I think is awesome. It really gives
Man, look at
emphasis
that
on the fact that
face.
he's a lion.
Wow.
Yeah, the feral
Beautiful.
head is really cool. Just everything that could be plussed up on Lion-O, Mondo did it. Like, for example, the ruby on the sword, it's actually like a translucent, like, kind of jewel. It's not just like a sticker. You know what I'm saying? It's an actual thing. Like, they took care in developing this thing. You look at the belt as well, and there's something that, if you could pull up, Jay, the picture where he's got the claw shield in front of his face.
Even the bracelet, I think, is
You
like
see?
it's translucent.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
If you look at the bracelet that he has on
Okay.
the right hand.
So I want you to go towards the knuckles. Zoom out a little bit. That's an Easter egg right there. We have articulated claw shield fingers.
I think
Wow.
that's a first. I
Yep.
don't think any claw shield has ever been articulated before.
I don't think so either.
I don't
And you
believe so.
pull it
I
off
don't
in
believe
1/6.
I don't
That's
believe any
crazy.
claw shields have ever been. And you know what? I have had my full of claw shields. You know me. I'm sick and tired of freaking claw shields.
Yeah.
So having something new about a claw shield for me is absolutely bonkers, and I love that idea. And I'm wondering if later down the line they might actually be able to add blast effects. With the extended grapple jewels.
Yeah, for the knuckles.
Yes, I would love to see that. You know what I mean? If somebody, if maybe you can remove each individual claw, or do something with them, I think that would be insane.
That would be
But
crazy.
I'm realistic. I'm not. It's not a hill to die on, but I would love to see that. And I love the fact, just like
You're not alone, bro. You're not alone.
just like with Super 7, I think that it was a good choice to have a metal claw shield and then an actual what's it called? Where did it go? The furry claw shield.
The furry one, yeah. Look at that bracelet. Even that little bracelet there, it has the jewel and everything. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one, look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And
but
actually, I'm starting liking a lot that new sword from Mondo.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that for sure, because I love the fact that they're not afraid to take risks. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time to take risks. And when you're granted a license, there's a certain amount of leeway you're given. But I think I really love the way they're diving in and not afraid to really speak their minds and showcase their creative juices, which is what Mondo's always done. They have completely different takes on Skeletor, completely different takes on He-Man, completely different takes on so many different characters. But then they can also be just as 100% faithful, with Batman the Animated Series. So accurate to the animation models, right?
X-Men.
X-Men, yes, exactly. Like, absolutely crazy. Derek Kuto's in the house. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Always good to see Derek in the house. Not getting this skirt, it bothers me too much. Wish they went more traditional. Also, knowing them, they'll come out with 3 different Lion-Os. This might be true, but at the same time, if we take a quick look at the skirt itself, who's to say you can't remove it? I mean, there might be a clasp in the back. I don't know. What do you think, Jorge and Carlos? I think they might be able to remove this. I don't know.
If you go,
they confirm that you can remove the skirt.
And if you go to Masters of the Universe, I don't know if you remember, like Man at Arms and all these characters underneath their skirt, the Mondonized, let's call it Mondonized skirt. It was a classic little undie for the Masters of the Universe classics. Figures. So I guess they're gonna have the same approach with this one. And as Jorge said, I believe they kind of like tackle that, saying that skirt will be removable.
Yeah, and exactly, and Jorge just sort of confirmed that, right? Because he's had talks with the team, and underneath that is probably a traditional, Lion-O briefs. You know what I mean? The little teddy blueies, right?
The little sunga.
Blueies,
Right?
that's it.
The little
He's gonna-
sunga, Brazilian sunga.
It's really tight. It's tight. It's tight on my junk. So Derek, don't judge it yet. Don't judge it yet. We'll see what we'll have more interviews with more creators. We'll see what happens. Frankie Rivera, I'm so freaking hyped for this. Such a dream come true for me. I mean, it really is, man. It really is, man. I'm so grateful. Thanks, Mondo. Frankie's excited, man. Frankie is just absolutely over the moon. Right there, Frankie confirms the skirt comes off to reveal the furry loincloth, like Motsu. There you go. I hope it's not furry though. I hope
it's not. If it's furry, I will be concerned.
Yeah,
it's too early. It's too early for Exodus, Cat.
Exactly. No, we just so wrong. Junior, I'm thinking about getting two. One to put up and one to put away. I don't think my wallet or my wife likes that idea though. I'll save one of those, brother. Hopefully you'll be able to grab them both. Gran, 200 ship maybe, but damn, between Hasla, Mattel, Mondo, He-Man, it's getting really crazy. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. 250 ship, by the way. Yeah, it's getting up there, man. It's getting up there.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The toy world.
Derek is a super fan. I have all the X-Men so far and love them. Like I said, there's 3 versions of Wolverine and about to be 4. I'll wait for them to make a more traditional look. Derek is a freaking super Mondo fan, man. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah. Derek does not play.
He may have a lot of space too.
Derek's place. I'm gonna visit it one day. He's in a different city than I am. But one day I'm gonna visit Derek's place and we're gonna hang out. I met him at a toy show earlier in the year. So really cool dude. Carlos, the eyes look great. You know what? There are several sets of eyes, right? And we're gonna get to that, Carlos. Don't worry. We're gonna talk about the eyes. We're gonna talk about everything. RC, Mondo straight up needs to slow down. There is, you know what? I'm gonna get into that. Let's just stay on target. We'll stay on target. But you know me. I'm gonna get into that. Don't worry. I'm gonna start that just in case. Frankie, absolutely incredible. Yes, Frankie's a fan. He is absolutely a fan. Derek Kuto, you need more claw shield. Whatever, bro. Whatever, man. I'm sorry. Every freaking I'm up to my neck in claw shields. Okay, seriously, I'm up to my freaking. Carlos is laughing, but I am up to my goddamn neck in freaking claw shields. Okay, I get a minimum 2 claw shields per Super 7 figure. Screw that. All right, enough with the freaking claw shields. All right, give me something. Give me some blast effects. Okay, if you're gonna give me a claw shield, give me a claw shield with a freaking extended claw,
You need more. You need more, dude.
I want a claw finger. I want the jewels shooting out. I want some. Come on. Give me a reflection with Mumra's face on it. Come on, Brian. Come on. And you know what, Mondo? That you're on notice for that. All you guys, everybody at Mondo, you better not be giving me claw shields every freaking 2 months. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Talking about claw shields, just look how he hangs on the belt. That's amazing.
I love it. It's
like
actually a realistic. I love that little thing. It's a hell of a lot better. Brian, forgive me, but it's a hell of a lot better that little nub that sticks out of the side of Lion-O's. Looks like he's an actual action figure. He's got this thing sticking out of his side. This one actually has a loop. I love it. So again, world building, man. World building. We're definitely gonna get into that again. Mumra. Can you imagine how big Mumra is gonna be? Mumra is gonna be a monster. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Mumra is gonna be a beast. He's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, just imagine the scale size between the Super 7 Thundercats Lion-O compared with the Mumra. I mean, I'm watching right now my shelf, and I think Lion-O with all his hair and everything is around his shoulder.
Wow.
So yeah.
He's huge.
Will be like, maybe if Lion-O is 12 inches, Mumra is gonna be like 15 16, something like that. Yeah.
15 inches.
Yeah. That's
and
insane.
15 might be top of head, but not top of breast.
Yeah. So it'll be Beastman plus.
I think it's gonna be kind of like Beastman, like high.
Yeah, I
Looking
think
at
so too.
Beastman right now.
Beastman is massive. Oh my God, RC. I don't know if there's enough chrome. A chrome claw shield? That would be like this claw shield's like this big. You know what I mean? So that's a big chrome claw shield, dude. That's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy. Freddie Vargas, what's going on, brother? I can't find those pictures on in their website. What? Go to the blog. You have to go all the way to the bottom of the page, click on blog, and it'll come up the very first
Yeah,
thing.
go to the menu. Go to the menu, and depends on where he is. Sometimes it says it's on the right side. If he's on his phone, it's gonna be at the right side.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like the 3 bars.
Yeah, the top right.
Yeah,
so
top right.
you can either just scroll down from the top and it's at the blog, or just like Jorge and Carlos are saying, it's in one of the drop downs. Don't know where it is exactly, but it'll be on the contextual menu.
Yeah,
and it's probably in the slideshow too. The slideshow has it right here. So basically, look for the slideshow and just click on Learn More, and it'll send you right here, and you can see all the pictures as they are. You can collect them, trade them. You can make them all yours.
Can you put that picture where that one, the one with that one? Wow,
that's really cool. It gives me that Ron Perlman Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's true, right? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's absolutely true. Yeah.
And actually, I saw kind of like a fan-made trailer of Thundercats movie or something like that from back in the days, and Lion-O was pretty much just like that.
Yeah, I think they did Ron Perlman. They showed scenes from the Beauty and the Beast show.
Mm-hmm. I love it. You know, again, like it really set the groundwork and the tone, right? Because again, Ron Perlman, that was bad. You know, it was a beautiful '80s show. If anybody hasn't seen it, Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman and Sarah Connor. What was her name again? Somebody help me out. What's her name?
Oh man,
now I'm forgetting. Linda Hamilton. No, Linda. Is it?
Yeah, Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton.
Linda
Yes.
Hamilton. Okay.
Yeah, Linda Hamilton. Yeah.
Freaking Terminator and the freaking Hellboy. Awesome combination.
Oh no,
it was great.
Yeah.
Derek Kuto. Oh damn, I think that would change the game for a lot of people. Yes, I think so too. The gold claw shield, chrome. People love chrome, man. People love chrome. It's crazy. Aaron Hardy says the armor is removable according to the blog post, which is awesome. We're gonna see a naked Lion-O. No, I'm just kidding. It's or hey, we're getting to Exodus sooner than we thought, man. It's gonna be
Man. the furry
awesome.
on these and no armor.
I don't think they'll be Commando.
It's
Lion-O though.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, we don't. We might see something we don't need to see. We'll find out. Is Mondo
Lion-O?
Is Mondo brave enough? Is Mondo brave enough to go Exodus? I'm gonna let's keep poking Hector and Peter and ask them if they want Exodus on us. That would be hilarious. I wonder what they would say. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be no, obviously. Plastic Collector. Yeah, I hope I can swing 2. It's either 2 HasLab Rattlers or 2 Lion-Os. Ooh, that is a tough choice. 1 each, man. Do 1 each. Matthew Dolphin's in the house. What's going on, Matthew Dolphin? Good to see you. Jay Sarapi, did they sell out? No, it hasn't even started. It's going to start tomorrow. We're gonna take a look at all the details for everybody.
Tomorrow at noon.
Make sure that nobody misses out on this. But you got 10 days too. I mean, like it's a timed edition. Everybody can relax.
Yeah, I got a question. Like, what's I was so excited for the pictures and the release and everything, and I didn't check what's on the time edition and what's gonna be on the regular edition.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that and the details of everything that happens. Let's finish going through some of these comments because there a lot of people are here. Big Rib, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? Ryan Ventek. People just dropped $750 for Scareglow and Scare-Mare. Yeah, I am going to address that. I'm gonna talk about that. Don't worry.
Aaron Hardy dropped $750.
Yeah, not everybody did.
I dropped $275. I got scared.
Yeah, some people played $550, right? So there's a lot of things to talk about. Aaron Hardy, it goes up tomorrow. That's right. Mythic Dolphin. How come there are no happy fun faces, only negative looking Lion-O? Actually, that's a really good. That is a kind of a good question. But how many Mondo how many characters have actually had a smiling? I mean, He-Man doesn't have a smiley face. Not really.
Prince Adam.
Prince Adam.
Yeah. No, but that's
Adam.
different. That's different. That's Prince Adam. Prince Adam that's the nature of his character. He has a you know, he's the you know, hey face too, right? I mean, that's that. But other than that, She-Ra doesn't have a smiling face. He-Man doesn't have a smiling face. Man at Arms doesn't have a smiling face. So, you know, you could say it's just in that tradition, right?
Yeah.
That Lion-O doesn't have a smiling
Skeletor
face.
can smile when you open the door.
Skeletor, by default, he's sort of smiling. James, oh, yep, he's debating it. James is debating it. Garfield. Where's I didn't see. Did I see Garfield? I didn't see Garfield. Sorry, brother. Freddie Vargas. Yes, you're welcome, brother. Anybody else we haven't said hi to? We're just gonna. Big Rib. Am I getting this? Is that even a question? is that even a question, Big Rib? My God. But again, I'm a fence sitter. I will sit on the fence until the very last day. That's just the way I am. I've always been like that. As long as I get my Lion-O, I don't care. It's just moving money around. That really is the problem. Jorge really took it way back. Well, way back where? I'm trying. Oh, was it the Exodus? Yeah, man. We're hoping for it. We're really hoping for it, bro. We're hoping for it. Yeah, everyone said Linda Hamilton. Yes, you guys have much better memories than I do. Frank, I remember that shoe. I'm sure you do. The cat stole it. That's the problem. Plastic Soul Collector. I hope they do the cat faces for the whole team. That would be great. Ooh, that would be interesting, right, guys? The cat faces for the whole team. Man, Jorge, start designing, bro. I want to see some. I want to see some new faces, man. I want to see what's going on here. Oh wow, you picked up the Scareglow Mondo. Nice, great stuff. Anybody else who TNT Skater? TNT Skate Monday podcast. Yes, brother. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about Lion-O and what this means for the line. What this means for the freaking line, man. This is crazy. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay, so Aaron Hardy says, hopefully Venkman and Sam Hain don't come out until November. A little break would be appreciated. We really are gonna dive into that because there are a couple of things I do want to say. Junior reminds me of a pissed off Zubili Zoo character. Honestly, I like it. I really do like it. I think it's a wonderful new take, and you don't have to use it. It's a bonus, right? It's a bonus head. You don't have to use it.
You have so many options with this Lion. That's one of the things. Like you have so many heads that you can put on and take off. It's incredible.
Yeah. James is hilarious. Episode 1 Chitara might sell at $1,000. Exodus Chitara? Yeah, I see where you're coming from, James. You mean OnlyFans Chitara?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans Chitara.
Triple X.
Yo, Josie. Lion-O with no clothes, just a cat. Ooh, he's the Lord of the Thundercats, bro. What are you talking about? My God, that's a shot. That is a shot. Magic Lion-O, Magic Mike. Everybody's going crazy on the removable armor. You guys are crazy. I mean, He-Man can remove his armor. What? Oh my gosh! Look, like here. I'll grab. Look. Come here, man. Is this seriously? Is this OnlyFans He-Man? Like, is that OnlyFans He-Man? Like, seriously, if we're not careful, we might show. No, I'm just kidding. It's just free.
Jay was prepared for those questions already, dude. He had He-Man without the harness.
He just happened to have no straps. I mean, come on. I keep them like this on purpose, everybody. I keep them like that.
Hey, tell them you were playing the episode on the mini comics where He-Man didn't have the harness.
Yeah, of course. There's that's Ular. There's Ular and I guess we're calling him Ular now, but
it was He-Man before the sorceress.
Savage He-Man, yeah.
Yeah, before the sorceress give him the harness and the sword and everything else.
Absolutely. Bare the chest. Bare it. It's okay. Be proud. TNT Skater. Is Motu Origins Thundercats exciting? I'm excited. Oh, you know what? If we're bringing this up, Jorge. Let's throw up some of your stuff, brother. Like seriously, I'm excited. I am seriously excited. Like seriously, if we head over to Thundercats Classics on Instagram, you guys are in for a treat. Check this out, everybody. Like seriously, we are so excited about this that
Boom.
Jorge has been going crazy for this stuff. I mean, it's pretty nuts. Jorge, talk us through this, man. What were you thinking when you designed these? These are freaking incredible.
I mean, I was thinking about, incorporating an equal amount of elements of each character. I didn't want I didn't want it to be overbearingly Mumra or overbearingly Skeletor. Good thing about that is that Skeletor and Mumra are both not exactly the same hue, but they're very similar in skin tone. So I didn't have to worry about that. I wanted to have the Mumra emblem because obviously Skeletor doesn't really have anything. He just has the bone harness. So I made the harness out of bones to represent Skeletor. I gave the Skeletor battle skirt and belt with the fur, but then I added, the bracers for Mumra. Definitely had to have the cape. And then if you look at the helmet, I wanted to make sure that I incorporated Skeletor into the helmet, not just the face. So I did the ram horns from his Havoc staff incorporated into the helmet. And there are some things, if you zoom in to the brow area, even though it's mostly predominantly Skeletor, I wanted to have those indentations in the brow area that Mumra has.
Yeah.
I see them.
So yeah, I just had just a lot of fun, just kind of balancing everything out, to come up with something cool. And I think I'm not a huge fan of Origins. Like, I get the nostalgic feel of it because, it represents what we collected when we were kids, but, it's most likely what's going to happen. So I'm just like, just trying to pull out that crystal ball with my design concepts and see what could possibly be on toy shelves next year.
I love the mutton chops, man. I love it. I love
It's
the
like
freaking
a
mutton
saber
chops,
tooth / He-Man.
That is so cool. I love the mutton chops. Oh my god, that is like the best thing. That is like the best thing ever.
And the fur and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with He-Man, I wanted to same thing. I wanted to have a good balance, so I did the boots in blue. I kept the brown fur for He-Man, but then I changed the belt. I put red to highlight the iconic colors from the Thundercats. Obviously, Thundercat emblem. If you look at the harness, instead of the red squares, I made them blue, and then I put the Thundercats emblem on the power sword instead of creating some different type of sword. What I thought was really cool, and Carlos kind of helped me out with that, was I was initially going to do a claw shield that he would wear, but then I was like, that's too much Lion-O. So I said, let me incorporate the two things, and let me just give He-Man his shield and just do the claw shield as like an ornate sculpture on the shield.
Yep.
Thank you for giving me credit.
I love it. And if you look carefully, He-Man's developed some fuzzy features here. He's got a little bit of fuzz on his shoulders there. Which
but
is
really I was actually thinking on that, and I was looking at my shelf, and I was like, well, if they decide, and I'm crossing my fingers, this happen, like, because you and me, we're more fans of the Masterverse, right? And I was thinking, well, if that happens, we already have a body that they can use for that He-Man Lion-O, which is the Stratos one.
Yes.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
And I think they use that with Stinkor too, I believe.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Major possibilities here. We don't know exactly what they're going to do with the franchise, but in my opinion, anything's possible. And we have a little bit of a real crossover here, right?
That's beautiful.
Sort of like maybe the mutagen, fell on Eternia. You never know, right? Maybe the power of Grayskull, helps them to survive on Third Earth by helping by because it's a rough environment. I don't know. I mean, how much more rough can you get than Eternia? But you just never know. There's a lot of possibilities. And again, Jorge, great stuff, man. Like You know, the imagination that it takes to actually pull that off is not easy, my friend. It's not easy. So guys, definitely check out Thundercats Classics and follow them on their Instagram channel because Jorge's doing amazing work. And yes, in my opinion, Motu Thundercats is a very exciting prospect, my friend. Very, very exciting. Justin Mohan, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Pedro Lopez, happy I got the Scare bundle. Nice. 775 bucks, dude. You're a baller, man.
A lot. It's a
you
lot.
are a baller. Holy crap. That's crazy. Carlos, did they take cash on the spot for pre-orders? You can try.
Dude, Carlos is terrible, dude.
You can try, Carlos. You can try. see how it works out for you. Russell Hale, what's going on, dude? Sadly, yet another Mondo figure I cannot afford. You know what? Sometimes you just have to admire from afar, right? Like collecting in certain ways. I mean, sometimes this is enough for enough people. You know, sometimes it happens. It happens. But these are amazing, and you never know. You should go to a Mondo panel. Sometimes you get lucky, and you get a full Mondo figure. Sometimes it happens, right? And it doesn't happen just at Comic-Con. It happens at Jorge and us. We saw somebody literally just went to PowerCon and got a Battle Cat. It was insane. It was literally insane, right? So it can happen, guys. It can happen.
And a bunch of figures. I mean, they were raffling a bunch of figures. Like
it was crazy. It was crazy. Yo, Josie, Lion-O smiles when he gets a peek at Chitara. Ooh, easy there, kid.
We'll have to without
the armor. Without the armor.
Maybe we'll get like a
dude. Even with her armor.
We'll get like an alternate creeper face for Lion-O or Chitara.
Oh, yeah. What is that? That's the Woody creepy. The creepy Woody.
A creepy Snarf.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you guys remember when Thundercats guest starred on Family Guy, and they had that episode where they actually got Larry Kinney to do the voice, and
is that right?
Chitara's like, I'm gonna step out to the bathroom for a minute. And then Lion-O pulls on the Sword of Omens. He's like, Sword of Omens, give me sight, beyond sight. And he's peeking at her, taking a pee.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Talking about that, dude, what happened with that cartoon?
What, Family Guy?
Family Guy?
Remember the Thundercats cartoon that were supposed to go on air? Like that was like kind of like wacky style.
Oh, Thundercats Roar?
Oh, Thundercats Roar. Yeah,
it came out, but it was very short.
Yeah, it did its run. 36 episodes, I think. You know, there are like 15 minutes each, so it did its run, right? But I think it was online only. It never made it. It never made it to syndication.
Never was on syndication.
No, it never made it.
I thought it was like for. Oh, okay, got it.
No, it was only on CartoonNetwork.com, which is gone now. Apparently, CartoonNetwork.com is gone. Did you guys hear that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, CartoonNetwork.com is finished.
Somebody mentioned that last time.
That is so crazy. Mythic Dolphin. The art had at least one head that was happy/not serious. All 5 heads are actually angry or stoic. Where is the joking or happy Lion-O head? You know what? That is where customization comes in, Mythic Dolphin. I mean, like, really, this is definitely the release that Mondo was hoping for. And like I said, I don't think there are like other than Prince Adam, there really aren't that many. And I guess Joker. There really aren't that many figures that have a laughing head. I don't think.
I don't remember any smiling head in the concept art either.
No, I'm hard pressed to remember that too. Actually, I think what she's saying is that not serious. I don't know. Maybe to some people it looks not serious, but you know.
But I think like Mondo approach on characters is more like dramatic style, like like not so like happy. It's more like a dark. Kind of like a dark approach of the characters, and I will say that's pretty much like the style there, like very like aggressive, I think. And I mean, I love it, but I mean, yeah, I get it. Some people don't like that. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, 100%. Chris Oliver, I've been hard at it because of the prices, and I just do way too many purchases on my toy hunts and pre-orders. But this will be my first Lion-O. It will be my all-time favorite. Thank you, Chris. That is exciting, brother. This is going to be your first. Is that your first Mondo? Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's what it
is, man.
Jackson 300. I love Mo too, but this will probably be the only Mondo figure I actually purchased. Man, people are going crazy for this one, right? People are going crazy, and you're right, Jorge. I wonder why nobody really covered it other than myself and Toy Habits and a few other toy tubers. I think um, what's it called? Uh, there are a few people who covered it. I mean, obviously you covered it with whatever footage you could get, right? But
Maybe Pixel Dan.
Pixel Dan did,
Dan,
yeah, he
yeah.
did some coverage on it, but I feel like, Mega J was definitely the one that really gave love to that prototype. I didn't see like Toy Shiz or none of these people. I didn't see them be like, wow, check out the Mondo Lion-O. Like, it was just, I don't know, I was kind of surprised because it's such an amazing piece.
Yeah, but I think most of the people, like they had their so many awesome stuff, dude. And it's not that Lion-O wasn't great enough, but they have their like properties like Batman, the animated series, Spider-Man, the animated series. Like, dude, it was Clayface. Like, Clayface. No, what's the name of that guy? Man, the guy from Spider-Man.
Venom.
Oh, Venom.
No, Venom. Venom. No, from Batman. It was Poison Ivy, and it was
Clayface.
Yeah, Clayface.
Dude, yeah. That was monstrous. And I think
he's huge.
It's not that Lion-O wasn't great enough, but I think when you have so many things in your shelf and your like booth that call so much attention, and if you make a comparison, I will say, okay, so DC characters are kind of like more popular than Thundercats, so maybe people were more focused on that.
Well, I noticed also that, for example, Mega J almost didn't get to see Lion-O because everything else was like on the outside glass case that you didn't have to physically go into the booth. But Lion-O himself was in a cubicle by himself inside. So they were emphasizing to showcase not only the figure but everything he came with. So, and I think they did that strategically because they knew that the pre-order was coming very shortly after. And then, of course, they have the other case right next to Lion-O, which was the big real Ghostbusters reveal for the 2-packs.
Yeah.
But I think that may have been something to do with it because the Funko, from my experience when I last went to Comic-Con, getting into the Funko booth or getting anywhere close to the Funko booth was close to insanity because of everybody wanting to buy these super exclusive pops. And since Funko and Mondo are united, then it was all kind of in unison. And there was probably like a clusterfuck to get into the Mondo booth.
They were in the same spot.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. It was
I don't know if it was Mega J or somebody else who posted a video on YouTube of the line to get into the Funko booth to get the pops, right? And they told me they were making a round line all over the con, and the security guys were picking people from the line. Like you're like in these like trains that you make like in parties, people going around, and they were picking people to get in order to buy stuff. That crazy it was.
Yeah,
it was people in line like an hour.
Yeah.
Like
if
crazy.
you didn't win the lottery, for the pre-selection with in the beginning of the convention, then you had to get in that line.
That was insane.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Motu Comic, those would be. Mattel needs to see Jorge's concepts. 100%.
Motu Comic, check out his stuff. He is one talented cat.
Absolutely.
He did a Claudius concept art, not concept art, bio art that looks like it will be perfect for the upcoming Super 7 figure. Yeah. If you check it out, you'll be blown away.
Absolutely, guys. Check out Motu Comic on IG and all of his social media. This guy's amazing. The LineCon San Diego Comic Con is just nuts, absolutely ridiculous. That guy's stuff, color change for the face to change him to He-Man to Lion-O. That's an interesting concept. Yeah, I mean, I could get on board with that, sure. But the mutton chops have to be there. Like it's absolutely like these things have to be front and center, man. Like these are big sellers, big sellers.
Yeah,
Ramen Toys in the house. What's up, Mega J, Carlos, and Jorge? Chat, of course. Good to see you, Ramen.
My brother Ace. What's up, man?
Boy. And Ramen can come to the rescue. He can make a smile. He can make a smiling face. He can make a smiling face for Mondo. I mean, he's already teasing a whole. He's already teasing a whole bunch of Motu faces now. So a lot of great stuff to see. James Serapio. So much right now. Rattler, Mondo, Ramen Tank. Yes, the Ramen Tank is always freaking crazy, guys. Aaron Hardy. Armor seems to take aspects from the 2011. Yes, the 2011. There are some hints at that. What do you guys think about that? The fact that Mondo is incorporating a lot of different aspects from the history of Thundercats. I like that.
I love it.
Yeah. Glenn Cruz, mad respect. Mega J, respect to all. Great live. Thank you so much, Glenn. Always good to see Glenn Cruz. Adrian Sanchez, is the Preorder up? I'm buying 2. Holy crap, dude! Tomorrow. Dave, yeah, you missed just the first hour, but it's okay. Sit tight. We have a lot to talk about. Adrian Sanchez, yes. The ship date. Actually, you know what? Might as well talk about that now, right, guys? We might as well talk about a few of the details. So, heading back to the actual blog, we see here that scrolling down. Where are we going here? Okay, so first thing, this will be available for 10 days starting tomorrow for the Deluxe Time Edition, also accompanied by additional portraits and the exclusive extras like Snarf and the fabric robe. So this is very important, guys. The Deluxe Edition is the only way that I can think of that you can get the fabric robe and the Lord Lion-O. The Lord Lion-O helmet. I'm thinking that's actually what's going to happen here.
And Snarf, right?
The coronation head is probably also.
There you go. Coronation head, the cape, and probably yes. I think Jorge's right. It's probably the only way to get Snarf too. But then again, Demon Snarf. We're going to get to that in a second.
and I think that accessory, the one that is from the coronation, because that's only for the coronation.
That's right. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely correct. All right. Also, this wonderful print, 24 by 36 screen print from Thundercats fan Sanford Green will also be available as a 10-day timed edition. This thing's gorgeous. I mean, Jorge, I'm surprised they didn't ask you to chip in as well. But here's everything sorry about that, guys. Here's everything that Lion-O comes with. Let's just talk about this a little bit. So it comes with those 2 claw shields. Again, I'm buried in claw shields, but I will make an exception for this one. So claw shields, 2 of them, the fuzzy version and the metallized version. An actual dagger of omens, which I love it. I really do. And of course, they've given it their own little flair. You can see little cracks in the eye of Thundera, which is interesting. The eye is open, by the way. I wonder if on the other side the eye is closed. I'm curious if that's actually the way this is going to be. And it's interesting, Jorge. Do you notice that it's not sight beyond sight? It's only straight down. I wonder. Yeah, the only sight beyond sight is on the full version. Interesting.
Right.
Interesting. That's an interesting thing. Honestly, I would have liked another half version, like a slightly half version of this one with the clef up. You know what I mean? With the whiskers up. I don't know. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Multiple head sculpts. Holy crap! So let's count them off. Jorge, this is that's the sight beyond sight, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it's like the call. It's supposed to be like his eyes are glowing. When I initially saw the concept art, I thought this was going to be just a glow in the dark effect on the standard head.
Yep.
But they just gave us a whole other head with the sight beyond sight.
Incredible. We have the feral, growling, snarling kind of head, which is crazy, and he looks really animated there. And then we have the new version, of course, the Beauty and the Beast Lion-O head. I really like this head, Jorge and Carlos. I really like.
Yeah, I really like that one a lot.
I like it a lot. And this is really interesting too. we didn't actually mention this. The inner side of the paws are actually more like cat paws, right?
Yeah.
Because that's
Mhm.
not the way they look in the animation. So that's interesting. What's your take on that, guys? Like, is this yay or nay? What do
I
you guys
love
think
it.
about this?
I
I
love
like
it.
it, man. I think, it's just, again, we don't want more of what Super 7 is doing in 12-inch. We want to have unique stuff. A perfect example was when Mattel first teased that they were going to do Thundercats. You remember that first prototype of Lion-O, Jay?
Yeah,
It was a feral looking Lion-O.
it was.
Obviously, that never saw the light of day, but the initial way that the horseman planned for it to be was a more feral looking Lion-O. It wasn't like a cartoon, 100% accurate take on him. And I was totally okay with that.
Yep.
There's always room for variants and exclusives and repaints. So this is not the end all be all Lion-O that Mondo's gonna do.
Yep.
He can
It
go to
also
the nail place.
he also has really big claws too. Now that I look at it again, which
Mhm.
again is not typical of Lion-O. So this is interesting as well. Does this mean that the Thundercats normally walk on all fours? That is an interesting concept there. That's a very
That's interesting.
yeah, that is an interesting idea. Then it comes with this interesting new weapon. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? The what do we call this? It's like a Chinese dagger or
So
something. You know what I
I
mean? Like
thought that was a coronation piece, but I recently watched that episode, and that is nowhere in sight. So
no, it's a brand
I
new.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to see if I get to talk to Hector and Peter at some point about this,
Yeah,
because I think that might be like a Mondo in-house design.
I
Yeah,
like it.
that looks like the get over here from
Yeah, Scorpion. Yeah, I like it. I like it. But I love the fact that they also incorporated Panthero's staff. You know what I mean? Part of the nunchaku. I like
Yeah,
that. I really like that. And it's gold. It's not red or it's
yeah.
not red and blue.
It looks
Right?
really good actually.
Yeah.
it's a cool weapon.
These are the two money shots though here. I think this as far as this set goes with the deluxe set, these are the two that really sell this package, right?
Yeah,
Because sight
Mhm.
beyond sight, is one thing. The Thundercat symbol call is one thing, but these two, and this, I guess this could also be sight beyond sight right here too, right? So yeah, these two are the ones I think that are going to sell,
that
especially this
coronation
one.
head. I'm telling you, this since the beginning, that's the one I like the most.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's brand new. We've never seen it before, and I love the way they've done it. Like, look at it. So faithful, right? So
Mhm.
faithful, but still has a bit of a Mondo flair to it. What do you think?
That crown looks fantastic, and the logo also has that like translucent vibe.
Yeah,
It's like a gem. Yeah.
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 Hmm.
And I love the fact that they've taken a lot of attention to detail on the Thundercat symbol, because just like any production version, the Thundercat symbol is always marred. Like, it looks like a half destroyed thing, right, half the time. But they've really taken a lot of attention to detail with the Thundercat symbols everywhere. And then looking closely here, those are definitely Thundercat symbols. And it looks like it's got um, flourishes of like thunder or lightning that's actually coming down, or maybe in fire. It's beautiful. I love what they've done with this.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if there are actually holes on the back of his
Yeah,
back.
they look like clips,
Yeah.
for the back. Hmm.
Yeah.
Could
Which
be, or maybe there's just pegs to hold that piece attached to the fabric of the
It
cage.
looks,
they
yeah,
might
could
be on the armor,
yeah,
actually,
Mhm.
right? There might be peg holes on the armor.
yeah. Maybe you take the straps actually out, the blue ones, and then put those on top.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I think so
I don't
too.
know.
And this would definitely solve the problem that Shira had, because Shira, a lot of people did not know
Oh my
actually how
God.
to use the Shira straps. I think even poor Pixel Dan, he ended up scratching his Shira by accident. It was really kind of crazy.
Thanks to him, I didn't do the same on mine.
Yeah, I learned the same lesson myself. I realized afterwards it's actually supposed to go on the straps. It took a while, but I finally figured it out. I love the beautiful trim at the bottom too. It's not just a piece of fabric. They actually really hemmed this. It's been hemmed quite nicely.
No, yeah, it's like a king. It's like a king cape.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful. There he is, Demon Snarf. We're gonna get back to him though, but we get the Book of Omens, man. I wonder, does it open, Jorge? Do you know if it opens? Ah, too bad. That'll be too much, I think. Yeah, that'll be too much. But I love the way it looks, and like you said, they keep using that wonderful crystallized idea.
They went all out with that.
Yeah, they did.
This is crazy. Three Sword of Omens, right? What? That's crazy. 3 Sword of Omens. We have the traditional Sword of Omens, which is amazingly rendered. Huge thanks to Tommy and everybody who worked on this, because as you guys know, I'm very critical about the Sword of Omens. I'm very, very, very particular about how it looks, and it looks gorgeous here. And then, of course, the wonderful Mondo take, and 2 versions of this, which is just stunning. So take a look. Look at the differences here since we got them. I love the extra little the little tails that they make. Just little tiny indentations, just to make it a little bit different. Especially here, the little clefts on here, the little peaks that you see here on the thing. It's just gorgeous, just beautiful. And then the bloodlet, the fuller.
Yeah, the blade itself is beautiful.
Just incredible.
It looks really like Conan type.
Yes, exactly. That wonderful etching inside of the bloodlet fuller. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, like his dad's sword.
Yeah, and they even give it a slight little flare right before it hits the actual hilt. Right, these tiny little flares here. That is not present.
I'm wondering if the effect is removable, because it would be cool if you could use that on the cartoon inspired sword.
That would be so good. Let's find out.
I mean, the thing is, like, if they did the same what they did with Prince Adam.
It says it right there, lightning sword. So they give us an extra sword just for lightning.
Yeah, Prince Adam is like that. Prince Adam has his sword and the one with the effect attached.
Yeah. And this, but you know what? This is a crazy pack out. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, it's insane. That's a lot of stuff.
Let's take one more look at Lion-O himself. I like the 2. You know what? I know a lot of people. This is not going to be a popular opinion. It's not going to be a popular, but I kind of like the two-tone nature of his boots.
Oh, to me, they look fantastic.
Yeah, I kind of like it. There's a slight greening, because again, you wear these boots every day, right? So they're going to get worn out. Right, yeah. So I kind of like the patina. It's almost like patina, right? Yeah. I kind of like that. I also love the gold trim on the actual soles. That's neat.
They may be a little bit smelly because he's using that every day.
I love it. I love it, Carlos. And you can see the weathering on the shin pads too, right?
Yeah, man, they are fantastic. I love them.
And a lot of people are talking about the skirt. What's actually your opinion of the skirt, guys? Like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Or you don't really particularly care?
I like it.
I like it too. I think there's nothing wrong with it, dude. Like, some things work and some things don't work. Like in the 80s, obviously the cartoon, they had their Speedos or whatever, but it's not a deal breaker, I think it complements, because if you have that really awesome shiny armor and then you just have like a flat blue underoos, it doesn't have the same impact, No, I feel like the battle skirt complements.
And he's a warrior. I mean, yeah, like you said back in some people want that to be faithful to the cartoon. I totally understand that, and I agree with people on that, but I mean, Mondo to me is always like they always Mondonize their characters, and that's the beauty about that company, that they have their own take on characters, and that's what makes them kind of like different from the rest. Like you said, Jay,
a lot of creative liberties.
Yeah, like you said, Jay, it's not like the same that Super 7 and other companies are giving us. This is totally different stuff. It's pretty much what Mezco does with their action figures. Like they kind of like change stuff around the actual design to make them look or more realistic or a little bit more like different. And I love what Mondo does with the characters. I really love.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think it's a wonderful. It gives it that almost Centurion type of feel. You know what I mean? Where it's got plate armor, even even a bit of samurai and nature to it. You
Yeah,
know what I
kind
mean?
of. Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, like
It's
samurai.
got that wonderful look, and it complements so well with the white of the belt. And as Carlos said earlier, the leather texture. I really like that too. Um, now here's the thing. What is everybody's take on armor instead of clothing? Because I know Carlos has already mentioned a little bit, but Jorge, what's your take on the actual armor itself?
I dig it, man. I like it. It's just if you think about it in a real world, because I guess they're looking at it in a real world kind of way. It, you know, having a hairy lion anthropomorphic dude in a crop top sort of shirt that only opens at the belly
With
area.
a midriff of all things, an actual
That's
midriff.
80s. That's 80s,
You
dude.
know,
It is.
it,
It is. That is such an
so
'80s thing.
this works so much better. It makes sense. And the great thing about this that we've learned this lesson so much from Motu is that when you have characters with armor, it obstructs the range of movement in the midsection.
Hmm.
And thankfully, because of the design of Lion-O, we don't have that problem with him.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
beautiful.
his abs are exposed and it gives you more range of movement. So
Yeah.
I'm completely good with it, man. I love the design. Um, I think the guys at Mondo just they got some magical stuff brewing over there, man. And you
I
know,
think they're fans. I think that they love this. You know what I mean? They
you
really
could
are.
tell that they love the IP,
Yeah.
right? They take care of having that perfect balance of maintaining an aesthetic and an essence of a character, but still taking generous creative liberties to create something unique, you know?
And then we come to the elephant in the room. Okay, everyone, like people have been calling this Demon Snarf. I don't think
Why you
so.
call it Demon
No.
I don't
Snarf?
think so. I think he's a cute little guy.
He
I think
looks.
that while I was there, I took a shot of him. The light's coming up from the bottom, and it made his eyes really dark. So
Mhm.
I think that that's what people were saying. He looks fine,
Yeah,
in
like
my
the
opinion.
Undertaker.
Yeah, in my opinion, he looks fine. What
He
what
looks
what about you?
amazing. He looks
This,
realistic, dude.
yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. He looks realistic. I mean, in a, like, I mean, I know it's not a real character, but he looks more like how Jorge always said, like always Mondo and make the figures or the character look on how they supposed to look in an action movie. Like in an actual like movie with real characters, with real humans portraying these characters. And to me, I mean, he looks amazing, dude. I mean, I have nothing wrong to say about it.
I really like it. Jorge, well, any thoughts on this guy?
basically, I'll tell you what I think what they were aiming for was what if Snarf was a creation of Jim Henson? You know, they
Ah,
wanted,
yeah,
they wanted this to look like
he's a
something.
Muppet. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a Muppet, or I can totally see him in like the Labyrinth movie with David Bowie. It's just he has those realistic attributes that it's Snarf. There's no doubt that it's Snarf, but he just has those organic elements to him that make him look like he is physically either a puppet or a CGI character versus a hand-drawn animated character.
Yeah.
I'm totally in agreement with you guys. And there actually are a lot of elements of Rankin and Bass in here. A lot of people are like, no, it's not Rankin and Bass. No, there's a lot of callbacks to Rankin and Bass here. I think there really are some really wonderful touches. Would I have liked it if his fur was a little bit lighter? On the face, maybe I'm not gonna say no. I think maybe they could have lightened up his face. Even inside the face, they could have lightened it up and left the rest of it a little bit darker. But I'm happy with what this is, especially since at $250. Let's get to the really nitty gritty here. At $250, this is actually a pretty good set. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this is a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like seriously, this is a lot of stuff.
I think he comes with, man,
Yes,
that's a lot, dude.
it is a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to shy away from that. It really is a really great pack out. I mean, four heads, right? Four heads, four sets of hands, right? Four sets of hands, two claw shields. Dear God, the claw shields. A dagger of omens, but the cloth cape it just sends it over the moon. Seriously, just sends it over the freaking moon. Sorry,
It's
what am I talking about?
five
Five heads.
It's
Yes,
actually five. Yeah.
I just realized that it is five. You are right, Jorge, the master of disaster here. Yes, 100%. Five heads, five heads. A book of omens. Three full freaking swords. That is insane, and a lightning sword as well, along with freaking a little companion in Snarf. This is crazy for $250. Here's the problem. going back to one of the comments we had earlier.
To Scareglow.
Yeah, I think we do have to talk about the elephant in the room. People just dropped $750 for Scareglow and Scare-Mare. It's actually $755. Actually, no, it's $775. Actually,
$750.
it was $775. Actually, guys, it was $775.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. It was $775 for Scareglow and Scare-Mare. And it was only Sunday. Here's the thing, and I think I'm gonna defer to Jorge on this. There are He-Man fans who are not necessarily like a lot of He-Man fans are not necessarily Thundercats fans. There are Thundercats fans who are not necessarily He-Man fans, but there is a section in the middle that loves both, like me, right? And that I think is the thing, right? This is definitely going to be one of those situations where, are you able to put away for both of these? Because it is not cheap. I mean, as Ryan did say, 775 dropped by some people, not a lot of people. I mean, Jorge, you only picked up the 251, right? Like that's the one you picked up.
Yes, the Scareglow.
Right? The Scareglow himself. Not everyone has the room for Scare-Mare. Scare-Mare is gigantic. If you guys were actually at the show, I'm going to bring this up just really quickly. But Carlos, what are your thoughts on this while I'm bringing this up?
man,
it's hard, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, like, yeah, I'm with you on the part like where I'm a huge Masters of the Universe fan. I'm more a Masters of the Universe fan than Thundercats fan, but I still collect Thundercats. I mean, I have Thundercats on my collection.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would love to have both, but at the same time, I'm the type of guy. I'm with my money and my expenses. Like, I'm really smart about it. Like, I always try to keep myself in control of what I'm buying and what I'm not. And most of the time, and I'm always like cherry picking stuff. But if I'm a completist and I would love to collect both, that I will be in big time trouble, let me tell you, because it's a lot of money. And that's one of the things that concerns me, because let's say that you're like a Mondo, not just a Thundercats fan or a Masters of the Universe fan, but you're a Mondo fan. If you're a Mondo fan and you pretend to collect X-Men, Spider-Man, Ghostbusters, now the 112 2000X He-Man, Masters of the Universe 1/6, and also Thundercats 1/6, dude, get ready to be like president of the United States or something like that, or take a lot of lotto tickets, because it's gonna be bad.
I hear you, Carlos. I hear you. It's tough. It is tough, and all of us are struggling right now. It's everyone's feeling the pinch, right? And and things are changing. But Mondo. By the way, guys, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Mondo has the biggest footprint at San Diego Comic Con. This place is literally like, I'd say 1/5. No, probably less than that. One's like, it's not obviously San Diego Comic Con is huge, but these guys had a section to themselves. This is literally, look at this place. It's massive. They have like 5 or 6, maybe even 8 booths. I think it's actually closer to 8 booths, like actual huge booths.
Wow.
This place is massive, and the back wall. They have the back wall too, and right there they have an entire pavilion just for Mondo. Right, but look at these two. These two are gigantic. They are freaking gantic. It's absolutely crazy. Look at that wingspan.
That take 2 spots on the D12.
No more, I think. I think way more. He can't fit in the. She can't fit in the D-top. There's no way. She's too big.
I saw the unpainted prototype at Monster Palooza, and it was like massive.
It was gigantic. She is gigantic. But be prepared, everybody. Carlos, be prepared. That's freaking Swiftwind right there.
Oh yeah, totally.
That is freaking Swiftwind, man. That Swiftwind is coming, and he's gonna be just as big. As
new wings, and new head. That's it.
Yep, absolutely. That's it. That's all it needs. Like she doesn't even have a skeletal structure. She's literally a full horse, other than the face, right? But she's massive. You know what? You think Battle Cat is huge? She dwarfs Battle Cat. Battle Cat is tiny compared to her. She is absolutely massive. So yeah, this is a scary thing. And of course, this young lady had to block my path. Like she said, "No, you're not allowed in." Where was she? No, she right here. Where is she?
That's your sad picture from far away.
Yeah, that was I was so sad. But here she is. She's like, "No, you can't come in." I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" I was so sad. That was my sad picture. I was like, "What do you mean I can't come in?" And I had to try and get it from afar. I had to sneak in. See, look right there. She's like, I'm like, "Oh, can I come in?" She's like, "No, we're closed." I was like, "No." But she was nice afterwards. She was okay. But yeah, that was crazy. And as you said, the features were actually, it was interesting seeing the windows because like you're supposed to be window shopping, right? But it was an interesting setup for the Funko International Airport because there was a lot to see there, man. Like, see, they had Funko Fusion, they had the whole Funko what's it called retail store in the back. As you said, Carlos, it wrapped all around the building. It was freaking crazy. It was absolutely nuts. And then Mondo had a whole pavilion to themselves, right? So on the inside, if you look carefully, you can see all the posters on the sides there, right? You could purchase them at the Funko booth. Again, it was nuts. It was freaking crazy. But yeah, man, Scare-Mare, just absolutely crazy. So a lot of people do have to consider. You just dropped 775. What happens here? Luckily, everybody, just like Scare-Mare and Scareglow, there are payment plans. All right, so that's something everyone has to consider. There are payment plans, and I do suggest you take advantage of them. Okay, because 775, I'm almost certain nobody actually did. I think everybody took a payment plan on that because that one, I know I did for both Battlecat and Panther. There was no way I could have done it without a payment plan. There was absolutely no way. But this is
it's gonna be expensive down the road. I mean, if you don't take the opportunity now to buy that figure, down the road, that's gonna happen the same that happened with the Deluxe He-Man. Deluxe He-Man went on the secondary market to $500 almost. So I will say, I mean, if you're like on the fence, you don't know yet, I will say go ahead, get the payment plans, like you said. If you already dropped that much money on Scare-Mare and Scareglow, I mean, it's the only way if you're not like millionaire like Jorge.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. He is an amazing figure, and he stands a whopping 12 inches tall. I mean, this guy's a big boy. Oh my god.
He looks actually more like powerful than He-Man, to be honest with you.
I think it's a lot of things. He's feral, like you said, he's a cat. but at the same time, he's got the fiery red hair. He's got armor. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think in a lot of ways, I mean, He-Man is He-Man because again, there's not much to it. Like, he's got straps, right? And this guy's naked, but I mean, he's this is He-Man, right? But when you put an armor on somebody, they become even more intimidating a lot of times. So yeah, but I'm loving this character. Yeah, and of course, the beautiful photography by Raul Barrero, and the environments. I think the environments are really, look at this. It's like they're walking to the Burble Village. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Getting ready to get some candy fruit.
that's really colorful. That's like the third planet. To be
Yeah,
honest, it looks amazing.
yeah. And there is a bit of articulation in Snarf, eh? Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
He can move his legs a little bit. That's cool. None of the other included pets. I'm gonna call them pets. None of the other included pets could move their legs. So
Skeletor Dragon Blaster.
could he? Oh yes, no, you're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
the dragon.
Yeah, he's
That dragon
fully,
is super
he's
articulated.
fully articulated. He's like a like fully articulated action figure.
Yeah, you're right. That's the one. That's actually a full articulated figure. Snarf though is not. He's he. I think. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's a ball joint.
It looks like
A ball joint.
it's like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point of articulation, maybe.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah, maybe. I guess we'll find out, but that's not bad. I think his head actually moves up a little bit too.
No, yeah. The head is looks like in a ball joint or something like that.
Does it say anything in the specs about articulation?
Let's find out.
Snarf?
Nope, just
No.
Snarf companion figure. That's all it says.
No, but he's articulated. He I think he may have like ball joints on the arms, ball joint on the head.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The legs are definitely a swivel. I don't see any cut on the tail.
Yeah.
It's pretty limited. I would love for them to revisit Snarf later on down the line and give it like an Orko kind of treatment where
Wow, that poster.
like different portraits and accessories. He could come with Snarfer, something like that.
Yeah, I'm on board with that for sure.
Oh my god, I would love to have a shirt like that.
Yeah.
This is a gorgeous piece. It really is.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a poster, right?
Yeah, this is the poster.
Oh my god, I need a shirt.
Yeah. Well, let's petition Mondo. Mondo makes shirts. Let's get them to make this shirt.
Peter, I know you're listening to this. I need a shirt.
Look at Wily Cat. I love it.
Wow.
That is so cool. I love the energy. Just so much going on in here.
Yeah, really like Japanese style, kind of like.
A little bit, yeah.
Man,
But at the same time, not. You know what I mean? It's some beautiful work.
looks amazing.
Gorgeous.
Who did that?
This is I mentioned her name before. I mentioned their name before. Here we go. It's Sanford Green. Sanford Green.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good artist. I follow him. He's been working on the Doctor Doom comic book for Marvel.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
You say Tony Stark?
No.
Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
That's funny. That's funny. That is funny.
Wow,
But yeah, really great stuff. And this one's on sale. How much was this one?
$80.
$80. That's right. So guys,
beautiful.
$80 by Sanford Green, 24 by 36. By the way, it's pretty big. And getting back to the actual crux of this, Lion-O is on. It will be on sale at $250 starting tomorrow at 12 p.m. Mountain Time, isn't it? Like what? It's some weird time.
Central time.
Yeah, Central.
Central Time.
1
So
p.m.
that's at
1 p.m. EST.
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Eastern Time. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, set your. Well, you don't really have to set your alarm clocks. This is a 10-day timed edition. Okay. So Tuesday, August 13th, noon Central Time, to Friday, August 23rd at noon Central Time, only on mondoshop.com. So guys, get yourselves ready because the Thundercats are coming to Mondo, and I am absolutely through the moon with this. I mean, this guy, look at these photos. Just huge shout out to Raul Barrero for these wonderful photos, man. Holy crap. really helps set the tone for what we're about to get ourselves into. Okay, so I guess the real question, are we buying this thing, Jorge or Carlos? Are we buying this thing? What's everyone thinking?
200%. I am getting.
Jorge is going all in.
100%. How about you, Carlos? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go for this?
I don't have the space. I'm honest with myself, and I don't have the space. Like I need to prioritize with stuff on my collection. Like I don't have the space, and I don't like to keep stuff in boxes.
No, I got you. Again, these are the collector problems, right? These are the collector problems. I have to at least get Lion-O. I don't know how deep I'm going to go into the line, but I will be taking full advantage of the payment plan. I have to, because there's no way I can. There's no, like, in my current situation, there's no way I can do anything more than that. So definitely, guys, take advantage of that. Definitely put in for the payment plan.
You're tempting me. You're tempting me.
I know, right?
Don't forget, you can always use things like Klarna, Affirm, to pay for this, and it sometimes it works out better because you can break it out into smaller monthly payments.
Absolutely. Dave Sinelli, Thundercats, Thunder Punch, Thunder Punch, nice. Ramen Toy, Mondo has been churning out the great stuff for collectors. Yes, they have. Absolutely crazy.
Totally.
Russell Hale,
you too, my friend. You too, Ace.
Absolutely. Ace is making some great kick-ass stuff. I'll be happy to get a half-decent Lion-O Mumra that are at most between $50 to $100 Canadian at most. That's hard. You would have to wait for a sale, Russell, because each figure is $55 for the regular, so that's comes up to like almost $70 Canadian. And Mumra by himself is $80 US, so that's almost $110 Canadian. So yeah, it's rough, Russell. But wait for a sale. Sometimes they do happen. I know it's hard with Lion-O, but you can and sometimes, you know what I did? I actually bought the first 4 figures on Kijiji. You know what I mean? When they first came out, because I missed out on the pre-order. So I went on Kijiji. So people do let their collections go, and I got a pretty good price on the first 4. So keep an eye out. Ramen, this is the first time I'm seeing Lion-O thanks to this channel, and now that I see it, definitely reminds me of Beauty and the Beast TV series. Yes, Ace, 100%. We all agree on that. What I love about Thundercats toys as a kid was Mumra's playset when he transforms with a small rotatable contraption, or is it the Mandela effect? And there was no such thing. No, there was. LJN made sure to make it.
Yeah,
and of course, Mumra, the mummy form, is very small. Like he was like tiny.
And he was a mail away.
Wasn't he included in the? But wasn't he included with the turnaround set? I thought he was.
It's a good question. It may have been. I never owned that when I was a kid, but I remember I got Mumra as a mail away.
Yep. Derek Dalzell. One head is giving me the Stephen King Sleepwalker. Sleepwalkers. Yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, 100%. The son. Yeah, he was a psychopath. JB, I hate that they dropped this a week after Scareglow. I have addressed that. Come on, Mondo, at least give us a month for a breather. Yeah, I mean, like I'm very much in the same boat as you, 100%. But that's where payment plans really come into it. You have 10 extra days. I think that's really the saving grace on this one. You can literally wait until the last minute to put down your payment plan. And with your payment plan, you only pay like $60 for the first installment, something like that. I can't 100% remember. You have to check, but there are options out there, guys. There are options. And Jorge, did you talk to Peter or Hector? Is there going to be a regular edition that they're thinking about releasing, or is this deluxe edition the only one?
I mean, there's no mention of it right now, but based on what you were reading, it sounds like this timed edition is the only way to get this stuff. But there will be, a less packed version, and they'll probably be $200 maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll bring any of the ceremonial stuff, the head, the cape, that weapon, and definitely won't bring Snarf. So They might not bring the powered up sword too.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
not
is
sure.
exactly
I don't think it's gonna go that low, but because remember, between the deluxe and the regular edition is just like
$20.
maybe like 10 to $15, something like that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe like 240.
I would say 230, something like that, 240, pretty much. So
Well,
it's pretty much they give you. That's what I like about Mondo when they release this time edition figure, because the deluxe figure is so much value on that package compared to the regular version that it's better to pay the extra $10 and get the deluxe. So
Yeah.
that's why I always
yeah,
tell to everybody
that's what
when
you
they're
do. Yeah.
every time that people told me like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait to the regular edition," dude, it's just $10. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's also, like you said, sometimes people are talking about space too, right? There's that too, right? Yo, Joe C. Crown head sick. Make me want it. Yes, 100%. That the first time ever. First time ever. War chest full of toys. Already picked up 2 of the Mo 2. Not too sure how far we'll go with Thundercats. It's not for everybody, brother, but this is something that I think a lot of collectors are very, very much anticipating for. You should have seen the reaction at the unveiling. I mean, like people really were very, very excited. It was crazy. Plastic Soul Collector could be magnets. Ah, yeah, those things could be magnets. That's an
Yeah,
interesting
that
point.
too.
They could be magnets. Yeah. Russell Hale, will this be a figure you take out of the package, Jay? Well, I mean, like seriously, is that even a question? Is that even? I have. If I swing the camera around, I'm not sure you can catch it, but I mean, like coming down here, there's Battle Cat. I mean, he's huge, and over there we have She-Ra. So yeah, I mean, and there's Snake Mountain. I mean, like, come on, Russell. I mean, seriously, like if I
Is Battle Cat naked too?
you can be, we can go full cringer on Battle Cat, 100%. Dave Sinelli, would anyone like to see Jay can do Panthro? Uh, I'm the greatest scrounger in the universe. That's the best I can do. I'm not a Papa Huxtable kind of guy, you know. But every now and then, you know, what's it called? What did he say again? It's a Samoflange, right? I think that's the best I can do. What the hell is a Samo? It's a Samoflange, right? I think that's the best I can do. War Chest full of toys. Ramen Toy. I would love the Mondo stuff, but I wish that they would release a schedule. See, you're echoing my. This is the thing about me. And I've harped on this with Bob. I've talked to Peter about it, and I don't think it's in their control. I'm not gonna lie. I think Carlos is right. I think that now the powers that be, right, Funko, I think that they are really pushing them to do something every month or so, because that's how Funko is. Every little week they're releasing something new, right?
Yeah,
So I think that they're getting into that sort of corporate mindset.
yeah. I think it's not on them. I know Peter personally, and I meet Hector, and I've been talking to him like a few, and man, I know the type of guys they are. I mean, they're not like that type of guy that is they're hungry for, oh, let's suck everybody, all the fans or anything like that. They actually understand the fan base and everybody else. But I know there's certain stuff that they can control, you know, and I totally understand and I totally get it. They're trying to do their best, you know, for the consumer, for the fans, by giving us amazing action figures. But that corporate side, I think they're not like under control, and maybe Funko is putting pressure on them, like, you know, production. We need to release this. We have like time, you know, like, oh, actually also the franchise, like when you get these like IPs, like they put you under contracts for certain stuff. You don't know if they're putting them like, oh, you need to release that amount of figures in this time or whatever. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, Jorge, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think I agree with Carlos. You know, the business machine that is Funko, um, you know, they want to keep that machine churning, and they want to produce as much product yearly as they can. And I noticed that ever since Funko got, or rather said, Mondo got in bed with Funko, it really has improved things, because I wasn't really a fan of the stuff Mondo was doing with Motu when they first started, and ever since they got together with that, when they got that Funko money, Papa Funko money, they've been able to create some amazing stuff, man. Like, I want to say the turning point was probably because probably the best things that they did from when they first started was Man at Arms. That figure is freaking incredible. Then there's the Merman, which is freaking amazing. But I think things really kind of started taking shape when they announced that Deluxe He-Man. Like from there on, like the IP just caught fire, and their 1/6 scale line has just been blowing up. And it's funny because I was just looking, and I remember, I believe it was in 2021, I did an interview with Hector on my old Toy Addict 26 page on YouTube, and I told him about Thundercats, and here we are 3 years plus later, and it's happening, So it's freaking awesome. They're listening to the fans. They're doing what they can do. Ghostbusters today. I watched a reel, some dude where they're like doing kind of like a podcast, and you could tell these guys are oblivion to the toy market and how it works, because they were like, Ghostbusters $202. They're insane, but there's stupid people out there that are gonna pay it. And then the guy brought up this example that he's like, I just got a Cobra Hiss for $300, and they're selling me 2 Ghostbusters figures 200. And it's like, dude, you don't understand how MOQs work, how license agreements work. Like, you're literally making yourself look stupid online, for views, I guess. But the funniest thing the guy mentioned was, oh, I just bought like my kid like this huge truck at Target, and it was only $40. You can't compare a freaking truck to a high-end 1/6 collectible. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people just they talk out of their bunghole. They don't know what they're saying.
At the end of the day, um, there's going to be a lot of opinions on adult collectibles, right? Like that's just what it is. And even though I said it a million times, even though right now we are in the golden age of toys, we're going to the age of cartoons, golden age of the acceptance for geeks. There's still going to be there's still going to be the one jock out there who's going to be like, what the hell are you still playing with toys? You know what I mean? There's going to be an idiot out there who just
Always.
doesn't put their opinion out, which is fine. That's their opinion. They can say whatever they want, right? But at the end of the day, it's $1 billion industry, right? So they're doing something right at the end of the day, right? So, and we're buying it. We're so hungry for it, right? But just like anything, it is $250, right? If it's not in your budget, it's not in your budget, right? But they give you, unlike a lot of other toy companies out there, they're giving you options on how to actually pay for it. I mean, the His Tank, there are no payment plans for the His Tank. There are no payment plans for the His Tank. There's no payment plans for the Raptor. There's no payment plans. Sadly, right at the beginning, there were no payment plans for Eternia. It was only at the end where they actually allowed for the payment plans, which was insane. Like, why would you do that, right? And I hope to God that when they finally re-release or put back up the Snake Lair, that the payment plans come back, because honestly, that is a big ridiculous. Like for a 3-digit item, you gotta seriously step it up. Like, that doesn't make any sense in this day and age when we have so many different options. Why the hell are you not offering a payment plan? Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And I 100% applaud Mondo for making that a priority for their consumers. That is crazy, right? The fact that nobody else does that, and those are $1 billion companies. All right, those are billion freaking dollar companies. And here comes Mondo, prior to being acquired by Funko, tiny little freaking company, and they had the foresight to do payment plans. Absolutely ridiculous. Dave Sinelli, the armor has a slight sheen to it. Yes, we talked about that. It does look awesome, doesn't it? Jojo C, the more I see it, the more I like it. Greg Martinez, but do the eyes light up? Ha ha. Very funny. No, they've got that effect on the paint. Toy Cartel, is there a price point to this yet? Yes, $250.
$250.
$250. Dave Sinelli, Snarf versus the Army of Darkness. Snarf would win. Snarf would definitely win. Yeah, we're gonna start winding down, everybody. These are probably going to be the last comments for tonight. I want to thank my good friends Jorge and Carlos for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let's get a couple more comments before we start winding it down. Derek Dalzell, I'm watching with my 3-year-old daughter. She just went ew to Snarf. I'd be surprised if she didn't. Greg Martinez, I like Snarf removable. The goofy, remove the Joffy take. Well, there you go, bro. V Dog, hey Jay, what type of plastic is this made out of? That's a good question. It's your standard plastic. It's not that flexible, but it's a good. Again, these are very good figures. 100%, absolutely.
Quality, top quality.
100%. Formula, easy there, bro. We're all looking at the price. Don't worry. The Nerd Alert. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Pedro Lopez. Mondo successfully made Snarf look like he was designed by Brian Froud, who worked with Henson. Yes, that's exactly what Carlos said. Jorge said. Jorge said the exact same thing, that these were made to look like Muppets. So that's freaking awesome. All right, Thor Cartel, Mario. I have to sell a few things to make payments on some of my Mondo orders. Bro, we are all in the same boat. Everyone's kind of suffering. Pedro, is She-Ra or Princess Adora going to be revealed to Swiftman? Dude, honestly, dude, I hope so. I can't wait to see Princess Adora. She-Ra's already here. The She-Ra's already been revealed, so that's not a problem. Ultramag 3. We grew up with cartoons, so that's what I expected. I'm still going to get it, though. There you go, Ultramag. Good stuff. Ship date. What is the proposed ship date, Carlos?
There's no ship date on there. I think it'll probably be on the pre-order tomorrow, because I looked and the ship date that's listed is for the print and it says October. I mean, they could get Lion into our hands by October, because they've done it in the past where you can get the figure 3 months after the pre-order date.
Yeah, 3-4 months. I will say, to be 100% sure, is going to be definitely before December.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because again, I don't want them to rush. Just all things being equal, I'd rather wait and get everything the way we all want it. Right? That's just history. That's just history. Oh yeah, that shirt, 100%. Carlos is already working on it. Get that wonderful, beautiful print on a shirt. Greg Martinez. So Mumra is going to be $350. Man, how much was Beastman? How much was Beastman?
Was he 300?
300.
Oh, Pedro Lopez. Beastman was $275. Is that right? Was Beastman only $275?
I think it was almost 300.
Yeah, I think that's actually right. That's a really great price for Beastman. Seriously, when you think about it. Okay. Hard act to follow. Wait until they make Mum-Ra for Mondo. He's going to be ginormous. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Alfonso Tapia. Oh my God, my wallet is screaming. Secured Scare-Mare set with Rattler and Lion-O looks great. Decisions. Good to see you, Alfonso. Brother, payment plans. That's all. Keep that in mind. Payment plans.
Beastman was $275.
Wow, that's a great price. That is a great price.
After taxes and everything?
Honestly, Mondo's doing what they can.
No, $275 prior to everything. Mondo's going to be 300 plus. Because
I think it was around 300. I remember.
Mumra is going to be 300 plus before taxes and everything, because he brings Mamut, 2 heads on Mamut, and so much more stuff than Beastman came with. So it's going to be more than Beastman for sure.
Russell Hale, no. Yeah, if you keep up with your payments, there is no interest. It works out to be around the same. So, who is it again? Jorge? It's not a
you
firm.
can use Klarna and a firm.
Yeah, a firm. That's right, Klarna and a firm. So, but yeah, guys, there is no interest. Depending on who you use. Check the options. All right, last comments, guys. Mythic Dolphin, Mega J Retro. This 12-inch Lion-O will fit in the Super 7 Cats. I mean, yes, he will, but he's going to be the size of Ghost Groon. I mean, that's, you know what I mean. He's going to be Ghost Groon and Ghost Jaga. And even that's a bit too small.
Minus the horrible ball joints on the hips.
exactly, exactly. Frankie Rivera, thank you, Jorge. That's right. Good to see you, Frankie. Um, last comments here, guys. Thor Cartel. Do you think we'll see a repainted animated version of Lion-O this year later on, like the one they've done with Trapjaw?
Probably.
I think they've hinted at Jorge. I think they've actually hinted that there's a classic version coming out.
Hector said that this doesn't have to be the only Lion-O, basically.
There you go. There you go. Junior, it's crazy because when you start a hobby, it starts so small, but again, it's big. I think it's big. If I see something, I grab it. If it's too much, I debate on it. This is the nature of collecting. I mean, you have to look behind me. You have to look behind Jorge. You got to look at Carlos's collection. It never really stops growing. It's kind of like kids. Thank goodness for Shop Pay. Yes, Frankie. Bernie Lomax. I feel so honored today. I got a Toy Show 130 Cobra Commander for 65. Congratulations, dude. Last comment, everybody. Derek Maximus. I'm gonna stick with the Moto line. Can't afford all these Thundercats, even though Lion-O looks great. Thank you, brother. And we got to be honest with ourselves. We just got to be honest, guys. I want to thank my good friends Carlos and Jorge for joining me tonight, guys. This has been freaking amazing. Carlos, what are you working on, and how can people reach you, my friend?
Well, dude, as always, I'm on Instagram, the Badass Reviews on Instagram, with all like toy news, photography, everything else. My YouTube channel, pretty much everything about action figures, review action figures, Joy Toy, Masters of the Universe, Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, everything people like or love. And I just put all the passion on my videos. And pretty much that's it. Also, I'm on TikTok, so if you want to check some of the videos on TikTok too. So yeah, I mean, working on it, doing what I do, doing what I love to do, pretty much, and pretty much that's it. And excited for what's coming from Mondo.
Absolutely. Jorge, what are you working on, my friend, and how can people reach you?
Oh, Thundercats Classics, your Thundercats hub for all the latest news and reviews for Thundercats. And of course, Toy Addict 26, which is my original IG page. Toy Addict, which is my YouTube page. I know it's a little confusing because it's all these different IG handles and social handles. But I'm also on Twitter and also on TikTok as Toy Addict 26.
Awesome, guys. Please, guys, please check both of these guys out. Thundercats Classics and of course Carlos on the Badass Reviews. Guys, this has been freaking amazing. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. You guys are awesome. And again, guys, mark your calendars tomorrow. So set your alarm. Well, actually, no, 10 days. You got 10 days. So don't forget, but don't forget, after 10 days, there's no going back. Like Snarf will be gone, the Coronation Lion-O will be gone. So this is your one chance. $250, guys.
Start listing on eBay, start listing on Mercari.
I know.
Okay, so maybe they're not gone, but you want to get in now, so you don't have to pay that the thing the iron. You don't want to pay the iron price. You don't want to pay the iron price. Everybody,
be smart.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Mythic Dolphin, good journey, geek proud, and good night to all. Thank you, Mythic Dolphin. Pedro Lopez, good journeys to you too, my friend. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Let's do it, guys. Ready? Thunder.
Thunder.
Thundercats. Oh!
Awesome.
Guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.